I have to put on my smiley face to start off with, because otherwise it starts me off with a sad face every week, and I don't really typically, I can't even make one now. Sad face. Welcome, everybody. This is Madonna from Mad Bees Quilt and Sew, and it is Monday afternoon, and on Mondays we've been doing our Make It Days. And today I'm going to talk about a special day coming up. August 7th from 9:30 to 3:30, we are having a sew-in, and it is the first one of this event that we're having. It is called My Boyfriend's Bag. It is something that I have decided that personally I need to do, so I'm reaching out to all of you to see if you want to help. We are going to be making bags for people who are going through cancer or treatment, or are just men and boys who need a little bag to be able to carry whatever in. So the bags that we're making are simple bags, and we're trying to do them with Guy fabrics. If you have some denims, if you have some other fabrics like that, those will work perfect. The bag style that I'm going to do is like a burrito pillowcase. So that might be an easy thing for you to go online and look to see how a burrito pillowcase is done. The way that we're going to be doing it is we're going to be using actually 2 fat quarters. So I grabbed 2 fat quarters, and we're going to be using some of this webbing. We carry this webbing here at the store, and it comes by the roll. It's 85 cents a yard. 1 yard is enough to make 1 bag. So it's 1 yard of webbing, 1 fat quarter for your contrast print on it, and 1 fat quarter for the bottom base part of it. In these bags, we're going to be putting some items that I have found that my husband needed when he was going through cancer. One of our other customers had found that something worked for her. And you know what, if you know something that works, or if there's something that you have in your stock that you go, you know what, that would be a really good thing, that's what we're collecting. So here's some of the things that we're looking for as donations for our event on the 7th. So far, one of our customers was very generous and donated a huge bag of lemon heads, individually wrapped. When you're going through cancer, lemon heads are a wonderful thing to put in your cheek, so that way you produce some saliva, making things easier to swallow. One of our other customers has donated quite a few of the fat quarters that we'll be using. They're a little bit heavier weight, and so that way the bottoms of the bags will be a little bit sturdier. So if you have some duck cloth, or you have some denims around that are about the size of a fat quarter, those would be greatly appreciated. Somebody else suggested that we do lint rollers. When you're first going through cancer, your hair falls out, but your head is sore. And so using a lint roller really helps to get rid of those last little bits of hair that you're left with. So that's something that she's put in. So if you've got some mini lint rollers laying around. So those are just some of the things that would be really nice to be able to put into our bags. We've also already been contacted, or we've talked to a lady, I should say, with hospice, who says, oh my God, that is great, because there's so many things out there for women. We need some men things. So we're calling this My Boyfriend's Bag, because we all have a boyfriend in our life. And our boyfriend can be a little 8-year-old boy. It can be a 16-year-old guy, or a 50-year-old man. And you know what? All of them are going through a struggle at that point in time. So I'm going to quick go over a couple of cutting instructions. I won't be assembling the bag today. Hopefully Deanna and I will be able to meet up later in the week and we'll get it assembled for you. But this way you have a pretty good idea of what you're going to be doing. So from our first fat quarter, excuse me, that I have here, it is 18 inches and is 18 by 22. So we have decided that that's actually just a smidge bit wide for our bag, because that's how wide it would be. So we're going to actually cut off a 3-inch strip off of the end. So I'm just going to put my ruler right here, and I'm going to cut off a 3-inch strip, and see how much nicer of a bag that's going to give us. So we're going to trim that away. Can you believe that that's the way I just cut this, Deanna?
I cannot.
After
you didn't
all the
even stand
ergonomics and everything that I talked about, okay? So that's just going to get set aside. So there's our bag base, okay? And if it's 21 and a half, I don't care. If it's 23, I don't care. We're going to be 16, basically, no, 15. I better measure. 15 by 20-ish. So our bag's going to go that way. Then from our other fat quarter, we need to get the topper 2 pieces. So that's the piece that's up here at the top. And we're going to get our handles out of it. Okay, there's our handle. Okay, so we are first going to cut off our 2 topper pieces. Those are each going to be cut at 7 inches. 7 and 7 is 14. And then that leaves us enough left over for our handle pieces. Look at, I scooched my chair at least this time. Okay, 7 and 7, 8 and 8 are 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, we'd have enough. Let's do 8 and 8, okay? Because that'll make the band a little bit taller. Okay. I have made one so far. And it wouldn't be hard with the cotton that we're using right now. But with this heavier duck cloth that I had, it was kind of hard to turn it to the right side. So we're going to do an 8-inch and an 8-inch. So we're going to line this up nicely. So we'll be 8 inches by 18. 8 inches by 18, 2 of those, and then 2 strips at 3 inches. Okay, so 8. 8 and or 8 is 16.
We have a comment from
hello.
Sandy saying that.
Hi, Sandy.
Yeah, hi, Sandy. She said her husband found that part of his loss of appetite was because everything he ate tasted like aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
And so a friend recommended using plastic utensils instead because it helped with
Absolutely,
fighting that.
and I totally can understand that. A lot of that has to do with the saline that they put through your port. And so, yes, things become very much metal. So, yes, thank you for sharing that. And I think that we're going to try to come up with a tidbit because there's a lot of things that are unsaid. Mm-hmm. Nobody really knows about.
Right.
Okay, we're going to have to do 2.5. Oh, that's 3.5, Madonna. 2.5 and 2.5. So see how this is not a perfect set pattern here. I looked at my selvage. I can see that I'm not going to get 2 3-inch cuts, but a 2.5-inch piece will work just perfectly fine. And this last 2 pieces that I'm doing, I'm covering the straps with. So the strap color is not going to make that much of a difference because we're going to put it inside of whatever our band fabric is. See, we're smart here. Okay, so we're going to cut a 2.5-inch wide strip. 2.5 would be the narrowest we could cut, because otherwise we won't be able to cover our strip correctly. So see how sharp that's going to look going around there? It'll look like we have fancy schmancy bags. And 2.5. So I have all of the cutting done. I am going to make the strap covers, which is just a simple sew 1/4 inch seam allowance. Press the seam open. Then we're going to turn it. And after we turn it, we slide our webbing down and through it. And I will show you a great trick for that next week, or whenever we're back again. When are we going to be back, Deanna?
Next Monday.
Next Monday? We're not going to do them anymore until next Monday? When's the bag class? Oh, not till the 7th.
Yeah, not till next Saturday.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so what you need to do then is start collecting fat quarters. Guy-looking fat quarters. Solids on the bottom, I think, are going to be awesome, with just then prints at the top. I think this is a great looking bag. This looks really, really sharp. It doesn't look girly at all, I don't think. Mm-mm. So even like this one's a Snoopy themed. What else could we do? Baseball, golfing, any of those sports for guys. Football's on it. Football's for little boys. They'd love that. Mm-hmm. So, and then I'm really trying to watch and pick up little race cars when they're on sale. So if you see little race cars, to be able to throw in the bags. You know, we all love girl things, and I do too. But I think we need to take care of those boyfriends in our lives. So, any other question?
Well, there's also going to be another opportunity to learn how to make this bag on August 4th when we do the second day of the adult sewing camp. So if they want to just do a full day class versus doing these online tutorials, not full day, sorry, 10 to 1.
10 to 1. So yes, on the 4th of August, we start a 3-day sew camp.
Well, we started on the 3rd. But this particular one will be on the 4th.
The 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yes.
Mad Bees is doing an adult sew camp. On the first day, the 3rd, I am doing an introductory class. So if you've really not sewn much at all and you want to get back into it, that's a perfect day for you to come in. We're going to wind bobbins. We're going to go over the machine parts. We're going to do some just basic sewing. It's not quilting, it's just sewing, okay? On the 4th then, we're going to be doing this bag. We're going to make it so that everybody is on the same page of how to make it, or anybody who wants to learn how to make it, and they never have to do a volunteer event. They just want to come in and make a bag, okay? It doesn't matter. I don't care if you don't move forward in that. Then on the 5th, we're going to actually be making a pillow and putting in a zipper on it. So we're going to be doing a fun pillow, trying some new stitches, trying some different techniques, and actually installing a zipper. So that's our adult sew camp, and it's 3 days. Then on that Saturday, then we'll be doing this bag for donations, and we're just going to have a great day of people getting together. So please join me on that day. I will see you again next week on Monday, where I'm going to sew this all together. But if you haven't and you want to, go out on YouTube. There are a lot of patterns for burrito pillowcases, and that's the style that we're going to do the top band with on this actual bag. So everybody, thank you very much, and thank you for asking about this and wanting to do this. I greatly appreciate you wanting to be in on my mission. And I think the hospitals are going to benefit greatly, as we are going to benefit just from doing something nice for other people. We always do. And remember, this is the place you want to be. Have a great afternoon, everybody.